Hello Zen Gang, if you are interested in playing with me, I need people either for luck testing or for the takedown coming up. Go check out my Twitter. I made a post today and I'm looking for some people. Today's video we're going to be doing a little bit differently. Should make it a little bit more fun to go through this. So we're going to go in this order in the video. So we're going to start with, I'm going to tell you what the experiment is I will be doing in this video. And then I would like you guys to pause the video when you can see the experiment. And I want you to go into the comments and tell me what your hypothesis is. Or what do you think is going to happen in the video? What do you think the outcome will be? The more people that do this, the more fun it will be. So please, some of you guys try this. I think it'll be pretty fun. And then after you guys are done pausing the video, I will be telling you my hypothesis or what I think is going to happen at the end of the video. And then I will do the experiment. And I will go over the data at the end and make an assumption. Alright, for the experiment today, it will be, will farming loot ghosts with the loaded dice on yield more Bloody Harvest legendaries? I'm going to be going to the best loot ghost farming spot in Voracious Canopy. I'm going to do it 30 times without the loaded dice and 30 times with the loaded dice. Will I get more Bloody Harvest legendaries with the loaded dice? Please pause the video, go down in the comments, and leave me the answer to what you think. What do you think is going to happen? Am I going to get more? Am I going to have the same amount? Now, my hypothesis, I think that I'm going to have the same amount of loot ghosts, but I will have more Bloody Harvest legendaries just because the loaded dice gives more legendaries in general. So I think I will get more legendaries. I don't know if it's going to be that dramatic, but I think I will. That's my hypothesis. We have another really amazing tip at the end of the video, so try to make her through and I can help you out again today. I love blowing people's mind with a tip at the end of the video. So let's get into it. Alright, here we are. We're at Voracious Canopy. I ran up to the new U station. I saved and I loaded back in. Here's our modifiers. I will be counting the number of loot ghosts, the number of Bloody Harvest legendaries that drop, and then the number of runs. Now for the first set of numbers, I will be using my maxed out loaded dice. So let's get right into it. If you haven't not tried this area yet, it is really crazy for loot ghosts. Now I have to like absolutely make sure I kill all the loot ghosts to keep the data accurate. So that's gonna be tough. No loot ghosts yet. I don't know if they'll be here every run. I haven't ran this enough. Just kind of mostly hear people talk about it. Well, they're still spawning. Dang, there's a lot of stuff here. Ah, dang. We will count the legendaries that drop not from the loot ghost too. There you go. In case any badass ones drop any. But that is the first run with no loot ghosts or legendaries. We're on run number 10 right now. I got to say I'm a little bit unimpressed with this farm right here. I've only seen one loot ghost and it's only given me one legendary, which was from the loot ghost, which is pretty cool. Hopefully on the second and third part of this we'll see a little bit more. I've gotten a few other legendaries, but they were not Bloody Harvest. Pretty fast farm when I'm rocking my epicenter with the fearmonger. Yeah, there it is. That was the 10th run with only one loot ghost. All right, here we are coming up on the 20th run. So far we have 3 loot ghosts with 3 legendaries. PP, be quiet. God in my chat's mimicking me before I even said it because he knew what I was going to say about me coming up on my 20th run. Look, I'm not consistent, okay? I don't do the same thing every single video. That's definitely not me. This is the last guy. Assault rifle down, question mark. Ouch. That was run 20 with 3 loot ghosts and 3 legendaries. Well, we are on our 30th run of this really amazing loot ghost farm. 6 loot ghosts and 29 runs. You guys cannot resist, can ya? Can we get a 7th? Oh, there it is. There's the 7th loot ghost with nothing. Hold on, I gotta put up my counter just so I don't forget. Okay. All right. Got one more enemy in the back, and then we'll finish the with luck. All right, there we go. It doesn't have a loot ghost anyway, so it doesn't even matter. All right, so that was 30 runs with 7 loot ghosts and 4 Bloody Harvest legendaries. I'm gonna restart my game and take the dice off, and let's do the next 30. There's another guy. Hold on. Maybe he'll drop a legendary, I guess. Alright, now let's go restart the game. Alright, we're starting our first run without the loaded dice on. Here's the relic we are running. Same one I used in the previous video. We restarted our whole game. I closed it out and everything. Just in case there is some set numbers in the game. That's the reason I do that. As someone said, maybe there is set numbers. So maybe resetting the game will reset those counters to keep data more accurate. I agree, maybe there is. Maybe there's something we don't know about. It would take a lot of time to code something like that, so I don't know. It's kind of highly unlikely, but who knows? Lots of speculation. This is pretty easy to farm with the epicenter on. My viewer keeps taking over these grogs trying to get me. Ain't gonna happen. Not today, homie. Ooh, dang, I killed that one fast. Okay, there we go. Finish this off. And no loot ghosts on the first run. Just finished run number 10, and we are at 3 loot ghosts with 1 Bloody Harvest legendary. Alright, we're on our 20th run of this. So far we have 4 loot ghosts with 3 legendaries. I think we're at about the same rate. I think we might be higher on the legendary rate. On the loot ghost rate, we're at about the same. Just kind of to be expected. I don't think it should increase or decrease with luck since the rare spawn didn't. This is kind of just confirming that theory. But we'll see. Maybe the last 10 kills will be crazy. Maybe I'll have like 20 ghosts at the end of this after the last 10. I don't know. I kind of hope so.
Here we go.
Is that the end of it? there any more? That was the end of 20 with 4 loot ghosts and 3 legendaries. We are on the final run. The very final run of this farm. I would like to say it was fun, but it was most definitely not fun. I do not enjoy doing this farm. We got another loot ghost here. 2 loot ghosts. Wow. How? How does that happen? The very last one. That's crazy. Alright, these guys are being annoying. I ran out of grenades, so I can't spam my epicenter to kill them fast enough. One more guy left, looks like, over here. And the one to the left. J Bean took it over. GG. Last 2 ghosts. Oh no, we still got more enemies. We ain't done yet. Jumping the gun a little bit. J Bean took it over again. Bam. Last ghost. There we go. That makes 30 runs, 9 loot ghosts, 5 legendaries. Let's get into the analysis. Alright, here is our ending data from today. Farming loot ghosts at Voracious Canopy. I will read over them. With the loaded dice, we did 30 runs. We got 7 loot ghosts. We got 4 Bloody Harvest legendaries out of those loot ghosts. Our legendary per loot ghost was 0.57 legendaries per loot ghost. If we were to kill 30 loot ghosts with this data, it would be 17.1 legendaries. Now we'll go over to without the dice. Without the dice, we did 30 runs. We killed 9 loot ghosts. We got 5 Bloody Harvest legendaries. And our Bloody Harvest legendary per loot ghost was 0.55. If we were to kill 30 loot ghosts with this data, we would have 16.5 Bloody Harvest legendaries. So now we go back to what our question was to begin with. What was our question? Will farming loot ghosts with the loaded dice yield more Bloody Harvest legendaries? The answer is yes. Just because the rate is a little bit higher. This wasn't testing, will you get more loot ghosts or will you get them faster exactly. The actual question was, will you get more Bloody Harvest legendaries per loot ghost? And the answer is yes. This is a very controversial experiment. I talked with my stream for quite a while. We brainstormed on it until we finally came with a finished thought. Now, my finished analysis of this is you will get more legendaries per loot ghost with the loaded dice on, but I tested it wrong. This was an invalid experiment. I did do the test wrong. The test should have been out of 30 loot ghosts, how many Bloody Harvest legendaries we get, not out of 30 runs. It was an invalid test for the question at hand. So this may be something I try again with the valid experiment of 30 loot ghosts rather than 30 runs, but that's going to take a lot longer to get that kind of data. Let me know how you guys feel about this really controversial experiment I did. It
is wrong, I think. I do agree it was a wrong experiment to do this off of. But another thing I do need to add is that is not a good way to farm loot ghosts. I went off it from the community knowledge and from videos I saw around. I didn't watch the videos, but from, you know, I always seen them in Voracious Canopy and stuff. And at that specific waterfall, it's been a big thing since Bloody Harvest has came out. What, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, probably now. So please do not farm there. That is not a good place to farm loot ghosts. It definitely was not for me. Think about it. I did 60 runs of that waterfall. 60 runs that took me over 3 hours to do, and I had 16 loot ghosts. I had 1 in 4 runs had a loot ghost. That is a really crappy rate since you are specifically going for loot ghosts. What I suggest you do is do the start of Voracious Canopy and get all your ghosts and all of your hectoplasm and run the heck hole. Running the heck hole is going to yield you way more Bloody Harvest legendaries in the long run because you can kill Haunt as well, and he will always be there every single time you go there, and he has a high drop rate of Bloody Harvest legendaries. So run the heck hole, don't run the waterfall is what I have to say from this video. I suppose that is something bold of me to say without having actual data on it, so maybe I do need to go run the heck hole and get some data for you guys. I might do that in the next few days. That way I can give you a concrete answer. But from just my general experience of these last 3 weeks, that waterfall absolutely did not feel like it was worth farming. So let's get into the tip of the day, and then we will end the video. Dad's tips to not be dead. For today's Dad's tip to not be dead, it is that terror, all terror gear has secret abilities while you are terrified. I will be showcasing you the Fearmonger's difference. I won't exactly be able to show it all the way because all of the Fearmongers I own have a Terrified anointment, so they're dealing more damage anyways. But I'm going to use the Fearmonger on Graveward without terror, and then I'm going to use the Fearmonger on Graveward with terror, and hopefully you can see the difference in damage. Now again, I don't have terror anointments on, so it's not gonna, or I only have terror anointments on, so it's gonna be a really drastic change. But here you go. Here is the Fearmonger on Graveward without a terror boost. As you can see, it's really not that crazy damage. Alright, now I just go hippity hoppity off the edge and we'll test it with terror. Alright, now here we're back on Graveward. Now we'll proc our terror. As you can see, I'm doing a lot more damage per shot. And I wasn't fully terrified. Now I'm fully terrified, so now I will do the maximum amount of damage with my Fearmonger. I do have the crit damage terror one, but every Bloody Harvest legendary does extra damage with terror on. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that thumbs up button. It helps this video go around a little bit and people to come to my videos and check them out, so I'd really appreciate it. If you have not yet joined the Zane Gang, hit the subscribe button. I love doing these tests, and I will be doing them for a long time until I'm happy with all the data, I guess. I don't know. I probably will never stop doing them. They're fun. Here's 2 more videos you guys should check out. One of them is the Moe's build, if you're curious. See you in the next one, guys.